So, what is going on in this latest chapter of Chainsaw Man? Because the biggest mystery that is give this chapter a huge question mark is the conversation between Denji and Yoshida. Because with the conversation between Denji and Yoshida, of course, it started off as in like Yoshida's wanted to know like how come Denji can't transform into the Chainsaw Man due to the fact that if he transformed to the Chainsaw Man, of course they'll be able to get out, but Denji stated that he can't transform into the Chainsaw Man because he doesn't know where the devil is. The last time he defeated this type of devil that has this type of ability, the devil actually went in front of him and actually attacked him, so Denji knew where the devil was. So it was more easier for Denji to actually defeat this devil than now. So what happened was that during the midst of the conversation, he found out that Yoshida actually do have a cell phone, which they can obviously get out, but unfortunately, due to the devil activities and due to the structure of the building, they don't actually have actual service enough to actually go ahead and make the call. So of course Yoshida stated that everyone is starting to lose their minds because it's probably been 3 days in this aquarium and people are starting to accept their peace with death at this time, and we start to see everyone started acting crazy. So during this course of time, Yoshida asks Denji, do you think the Chainsaw Man would eat it for us, the Death Devil? As Denji is looking like how all of us are looking like, what the hell are you talking about, the Death Devil? So now things are kind of just putting us on a huge question mark or a loop, because since Yoshida thinks that this is probably the Death Devil that's probably activating this technique, then we have Asa from last week or the last chapter that she thinks that this is actually the Famine's Devil doing, because the last chapter she thought of seeing the Famine Devil stated that you won't get out of here unless you turn Denji into a weapon. Then we see here the viewers and Denji, he's thinking that this is the eternal devil because of course he has seen this activity before. So there's just a lot of question mark that is happening in this chapter, but we also focus on the other characters on how they are actually doing with this whole situation, besides Denji and Yoshida. Asa, as we focus on her, we continue where we left off after Asa is still laying down as her pride and everything that she has worked up has accidentally failed, and now she's just down in the dumps because now she's realizing that she is doomed because everyone is running out of options due to the fact that it has been forever and no one found a solution. And so while she's in contemplating, she goes on ahead and meets up with the classroom president of the Devil's Hunters organization. And he later reveals that he is not really the Chainsaw Man. And the only reason why he wants to be or claim that he is the Chainsaw Man is one, because he is the big fan. And two, if he keeps saying that he is the Chainsaw Man will actually show up and he will actually be his hero. And so with the string that's on his chest, that pretty much makes some people think that he is the Chainsaw Man, the imposter Chainsaw Man, especially since we saw the Chainsaw Man actually kill Yuko. A lot of people thought that, okay, this is probably him, but he later revealed that this string was implanted in his chest and that everything is all fake. So now that his secret has been out, Asa doesn't have to kill him, which is a good sign for him, but it's also a bad sign for Denji because that was his only one ticket to get away and not be in a fight with Asa or the War Devil, because of the fact that if Asa still believed that he was the Chainsaw Man and he didn't reveal the secret to Asa, honestly, she was planning on killing the imposter guy because she was thinking of a way to probably kill him without having to turn Denji into a weapon. But the main thing that she thought of was that, well, he's the Chainsaw Man. He's very powerful, so I'm going to have to turn him into a weapon so that way I can go ahead and kill this chainsaw guy. So Denji kind of had like a way out in a way. We all know that that was not going to happen because we all know that her whole goal was going to turn Denji into a weapon, because if she believed that guy was the Chainsaw Man, she was going to need a powerful weapon, which turning Denji into a weapon, or Denji was going to reveal that it was me all along, the Chainsaw Man, and they both started to fight. So we focus on the imposter guy who claims to be the Chainsaw Man. He starts to cry and begging the Chainsaw Man to come over and save them, because at this point they start to lose it, and we see everyone else is losing it besides, Denji and Yoshida. So we focus on the last part of this chapter as Denji, he goes up to Asa to see how she was doing since everyone else is freaking out. And he asks her, "Are you hungry?" And she says, "Yeah, I'm hungry." So Denji was just like, "All right, go eat some fish. You'll feel better because, if you're hungry." And then she was like, "No." And she said, "Honestly, I'm sorry if I asked you for a date. It's all of my fault." And then she goes on ahead and tries to tell Denji, but she's mumbling because Denji's not hearing anything that she is saying. She's saying that you won't understand this, but I was trying to turn you into a weapon, but I couldn't do it. She was just like, because I don't have the guts, or because it's going against my principle. The real reason is because I don't know what is right or wrong. My life is just one long strain of attempting to avoid making mistakes. That is why I'm a total bore. And then Denji goes up to her and he's like, "Girl, what are you talking about? Or what are you mumbling to yourself?" As he's pick up a starfish and he says that starfish is edible, right? As he was actually listening to her, giving her the lecture in the beginning of the day, as she's going on the spiel about how starfish can be eaten. So Denji is holding the starfish as he's smiling, saying that, yeah, so starfish is edible. So go eat fish. And the chapter ends, man. Denji is such a great listener because he actually listened to Asa's boring lectures about starfishes and fishes and all that other stuff. So Denji is an actual good guy, which is really, really great. But it just seems as if he failed to actually listen to her, because she was trying to explain to him that, hey, I was trying to use you as a weapon. I have this devil and all for this Chainsaw Man thing. So when Denji was supposed to listen to her as she's apologizing, he should have had to actually listen and kind of taken a step back. But no, he didn't. And things are going to be very interesting. I do like the character development that they're building on with Denji and Asa. And honestly, it's just great to see that we finally are going to confirm that this guy was faking it. He was just a clout chaser. But let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this chapter. What is your guys' moments that you guys do like, and how you guys feel about this whole situation. And if you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monto Man, and hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.